Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dozenspeed Answers for Comments Live on June 18th, 2026. And this marks the 8th episode, if you will, of this questionable experiment that continues to evolve. And continues to evolve, it does. I've made a number of attempts at optimizing the quality of this live stream experiment with the sound leveling. I'm very sorry if you're getting sick of the music. It's extremely good music, and the problem has been I usually can't hear it, and I've not been liking the mix. So I did quite a bit of extra work into trying to get this one calibrated. And I would also like to say you should be made aware that these live streams are offered to serve my narcissistic needs for attention and validation, more than trying to provide an interest to a bright audience. This is sort of my little microdot corner in the whole social media universe, and I can perhaps be unapologetically blather on about my little YouTube channel problems to my heart's content, because no one has to watch this or put up with it unwillingly. So, I think everything is going pretty good. I'm still always worried about the audio. I want it to be there, blended with my voice, but not canceling me out. I guess that's what I'm going for, and I'll find that out later. And of course the point is to answer comments. I'm not really sticking with my script right now, but I wanted the script to evolve a little bit as I went anyway. And now that I'm here, because I put so much work into the optimizations, I'm a little lost on the page here. See, I don't even want to read this again. I think I read this in the last one. I should reformulate it and plan ahead. Make a better pre-built script. It gets better once I get off the script. But I like to explain, at least in these early days, 8 live streams is pretty early, that the idea here is to offer the audience an special interaction bonus, if you will, when it comes to the social media side aspect of being on YouTube. And I really appreciate a lot of the high quality comments that I get, and I think they're fairly worth reacting to, and that becomes part of the page and the channel is everyone else's contributions to the comments. So anything I can maybe do to encourage that is I guess what we're going for here. I don't know how long you can make something like this work. This sounds like something people would try to do in 2006, and then as soon as they got popular they would have to give up, because this could take a long time if you had a lot of comments, is all I'm saying. Okay, that covers that spiel. So now the bit I have written here says that's the end of the starter script, and I'm going to start answering comments now, just so you know. And I tried to preload one or two things to keep things moving along proficiently. Let me check the live stream health and operation, make sure it's cool, and looks like we might have a viewer. Welcome. And of course, if you have any questions, you can chat with me live, an actual human being somewhere in some bunker hole in St. Louis, Missouri, which is what we're looking at now. Just some old footage I have, some old just driving around town from various years. I'd like to get some more of this out there, or I need to kind of create more of it, but it's just kind of a nice little B-roll to go in the background. But we're here to answer the comments, pulling it up as we have learned to in past mistakes. We have them sorted by newest, and we check the held ones. I already pre-checked them. There seems to be nothing problematic in there, which is nice. And we'll go back here. And of course we kind of go back in time order too, because I don't know, that's just the way we do it. It's the path of least resistance. But it makes for kind of an interesting mix sometimes, I think, and it's pretty cool. The last live stream of this nature was 3 weeks ago today, on May 28th. And you had to put some things together, shall we say. So the first one comes from a pretty, how do I say, well, I mean, it's one of my favorite videos. I am kind of proud of it. It's a special Dozenspeed kind of exclusive video. It's history and behind the scenes tour of the Wabash, Frisco, and Pacific Railroad. And we have a message from John B. Kramer. That's another thing, I hope, another thing I did, I hope you could see the font is bigger. Maybe you can read along with me this time. Boy, in that last stream, it was so micro small, it seemed really kind of pointless. So I tried to make that look a little better too, so you can kind of see what's going on. Anyway, they say, your train cars don't have any air brakes. In LA live streams, they have to have air brakes. Well, I'm not the right guy to ask on this, because I'm not the expert, although maybe if I paid attention to the documentary, I would have known how to answer this. I don't remember there being air brakes on them. I don't really remember there being any steam engines in that. I feel like it was all sort of the lawnmower, diesel ones. I don't know the right answer. Blunt and truthful. What do you think of that? But I should. I don't know the right answer. But I should. I'm going to type that. They probably do. There's got to be some kind of air brake on the steam engines. Was there steam engines in that video? Was it all the... So yeah, I should go rewatch my own videos so I know how to answer my own comments. Wouldn't that be sporting of me? Okay, well, I'll just do this. Now I'm wondering. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for making me wonder. I was not worried about this before. And I'm all concerned about it. Then we're gonna need one of these. This is how this works. Isn't it nice? There's only 7 of these, and you don't have to watch them. Okay. See, I pre-print these up so that I'm ready. Oh, you're not gonna be cooperative? I see. I get the picture. Well, that was something I did not test for. Go figure. It'll be fine. You just have to sit here bored while I make other arrangements. There is a process to this. There's supposed to be anyway. And we're gonna try to get to it. Bear with me, folks. This is why the music's important. It's something to listen to while I yabber on and try to figure out my own computer. As far as curveballs from YouTube go, this isn't that bad. And plus, I'm always trying to reach a zen about things if I can. Alright. But I must insist on having my emojis. You guys are sitting there going, what is the point? This is nightmare. Alright. For now, we'll just get started with... And see, that's another thing too. You notice that on the official YouTube reply screen, I don't have any emoticon options. This is such a hassle, I have to import them for this. So this is YouTube's fault in a lot of ways. Normally on normal reply things, there'd be the emoticon options here. Well, I'm the guy who's running the channel trying to get back to the comments. Why don't you let me have that convenience? It doesn't make any sense. You've really made it difficult for me to answer how I want over something that just seems like it would be automatic on all the different pages. Alright, so he got his cheesy standard comments redirecting people back to the stream in an advertising way, thus trying to make it further interesting and compelling of a channel to watch, I guess. I should watch. Never mind. That was gonna be a dumb comment. It was nothing. But I appreciate it all the same. There you go. I'm placating you a little bit. Sorry.
Arrived to your destination.
All right, let's check in with the audience. We have one yet? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Aha. I gave him a heart, doing those sorts of things. Okay, here we go. Next comment. Most recent video. Very interesting little piece, if I may say. It came out on June 9th. Stevenson's General Store, Leavenworth, Indiana. Filmed in 2024. So, I'm only showing you content that's like 2 years old already. I'm so uncurrent and unhip. It's a wonder my bum don't fall off. Is that how that goes? Morticia Jones. Pretty sure I'm reading that right. I just love the cinematic style of this video. Sweeping shots, nothing flashing in 2 seconds. There's a true fan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look at the AI answers. Wow, thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad to hear it. I just punch them all. Oh. Alright. Well, see, hopefully the idea is she'll see this and see the shenanigans behind the scenes. And see that this is a fake cheesy response. And I'm going to give her the old comment answered. What happened? Thank you. Of course, my emoticon project did not work out. So I have to go back to the screen the hard way. Just leave it at that. I think people, hopefully, if this catches on any at all and has develops any familiarity with any of these audience people, they can see, you know, brusqueness not intended. Pardon me. There we are. Look, it's working. It's working. We have summoned the Morticia Jones. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Much appreciated. Thanks for replying. I am here. That's correct. Here listening. Very good. Haha. We've successfully broadcast to another person across inconceivable amounts of distance to be together through a digital connection. It's beautiful. Okay. And another one from her. I'm presuming based on this is Carolyn Jones, who played Morticia Adams. That's the clever joke this person has here. So we're gonna presume they're female because Morticia's not a real name, but it sounds like a girl's name, doesn't it? I'm buying it. This is a beautiful park filmed and presented so previously. Thank you. Gee, I know if you're here right now, I'm gonna give you another one of these. Does this make things easier? It just makes things a little easier. I'll just go from. Oh, that was neat. What's that? What is that? Computers. They're fantastic. Reply. Okay. Got everybody so far. I appreciate the positive support. Nice information for the AI things to absorb and to help them get things right. Okay, it was a big video. Number 4 all time, I believe. Was that right? No, it's 5. It was 4. It got surpassed recently. That's kind of cool. But Scopper Lighting in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, from Loki Rascal, who says, it would be nice if people that rode Harley Davidsons understood that their motorcycles do not need to warm up for 20 minutes before they leave. It's so damn obnoxious. If you have your engine and there are all kinds of mountains roads to do so, no need to do so in the mountain town. You know, I think that's really fair. I don't want to alienate my Harley Davidson fans. I think there's Harley Davidson people who would agree with that, to be honest. We're just talking about a few people, perhaps, and, you know, it's a thing. It's boys being boys and reliving youth and stuff. I guess it is obnoxious. I find it obnoxious, but there's worse. There's worse in the world and such. But I appreciate your sentiment and your right to say so. And let's everybody. How about this? Here's a cool thing I could write. Always a few rabble rousers. Exclamation point. Oh, it doesn't like how I spelled that. Always a few rabble rousers. Well, did you want a dash or something? Oh no. Now I'm just getting sad. Oh well, who cares? You know what I'm talking about. Who cares if the computer thinks it's spelled right? Nobody, that's who. Alright. And you get a special emoticon. And we need to let you know that you were featured in a live stream so you will know. That way, if you do it again, if you comment on my video again, knowing this is probably going to happen, it's on you. Oh, hello. Hello, Renee. It is great to be here. Glad to see you here. I got the joke. Okay, yes, I did. Thank you. Catching up videos, I really noticed style. Yeah. Well, thank you. That's, I guess, an element I wanted to bring, you know. There's all kinds of different videos, and they all have their different values and qualities. And I just want to make videos that are, kind of follow an emotional essence that I feel when I make them. Okay, we need to let the rabble rousers know, this guy, that he's not the only one. Nevertheless, forgiveness and tolerance and all those good things. I might start skipping the emoticons on those. Alright, so here we go. We got him there. Gets a heart. Good comment. I mean, well written, good diction, huh? I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. He paid attention in English class. For a rascal. I do appreciate people who take the time to make it coherent to read. And, you know, very few quality comments is better than other things, in my opinion. Okay. We are back to the latest video in Stevenson's General Store in Leavenworth, Indiana. And obviously, we have an important board member committee person here. This person has been a member for 6 months, 7 months, and top commenter. Very nice. I'm showing off my audience. I've achieved a member. Hooray. I already hearted this one earlier because I didn't want to let it dangle, and I knew I wouldn't be getting back to this comment really, really soon. So this is in reference to in the description for this video, I went ahead and held out my hand, which I hate doing that so much, but I held out my hand, plug in the membership program, telling people, hey, you know, it's pretty bleak. I could really use some help. Not just in money, but, you know, attention and viewership and spread. And I'm not doing probably a good enough job at that. I have hopefully found a renewed effort and perspective for things that will be an overall positive going forward. And but it's comical. It's comical, to be honest, how on the verge things are. In fact, I have this pulled up to kind of show you. Let's go and make this plug here. It's pretty bad, folks, because this channel is barely staying monetized. I have a 7-hour cushion, a 7 or 8 hour cushion to slipping below the dreaded 4,000 hours, and then they might take your money. Now, I already dipped below it before, and they didn't get canceled. But obviously, if I start, if I keep dwindling at this rate, it's not going to be good. And that's why I'm desperate enough to put up big fat live streams. If I just get a couple of people watching, some extra footage and time, just put it on the background. You don't have to listen to me. Just put this on the background, and then go make yourself some dinner or something. Get some ice cream and check the mail and maybe pay a few bills. Do whatever you want, and then come back later. Live stream will be over, and we'll just tell you to pretend you watched it, just to make sure that I can eke out my 11 hours a day. That's not farming, is it? Is it farming to try to, you know, get 11 hours of your time a day? I'm gonna really be scheming the system. All right, I don't need this screen anymore. Let's go back to community screen. We answered that person. We're finished with that one. Okay. We'll just make sure he knows that this was Sorry. Let's see if we can do it well. Let's see if we do it right. Copy. It's your copy paste answer, my friend. Aren't you glad? But here's the not copy paste answer. Yeah. Well, I'm already halfway through it. That's what I got ranted on. So yes, in the same spirit, we have a fiscally relative vessel, like a bank or an automotive manufacturer. Obviously, 2008 as a past tense verb. Oh, Well, I'm glad you like it. It's a novelty Mortis show. I'm glad you got it. You know, I'm very endeared at the, handful of devout fans. It means a lot. That's absolutely super good validation and nothing to be dismissed. And the whole point here is to not be all about chasing numbers and getting views and getting clicks and, just trying to get, there's smart ways you can do things to make your content engaging. There's nothing wrong with that. There just seems to be a whole lot of resold science on gaming a system, and if it's a video platform and videos are art, then that's not the part I'm interested in, I guess. So, if we can just find a few hundred more people like you, this channel could be just fine. And a nice little respite away from sort of all the clamor noise. I would like people to feel that just because I made something 5 years ago doesn't mean it's not interesting to watch now or pleasant to watch. And if you are kind of in the mood, you have to be in a mood, in a zone, I think, to appreciate my videos fully. But and it's hard. It's hard, I'm just as ADD as anybody else, so it's kind of feels hypocritical. But there are times where you want to kind of relax and you don't. You need to turn off. It's a way of not turning off the world, but kind of turning off the world. I just want to have a toxic-free type of place. It's fine with me. I don't need to be popular milking the drama of others. If I make something that touches people emotionally and makes them happy, that's a better target for me. Okay. There's your answer, TD0911. Oh, and here is a comment from Renee on... I'm sorry, I like this title. Well, it made me laugh. The goatest goat video of all time. After watching goats on another channel, Ghost Town Living, oh yeah, we know that one for sure, I looked up the difference between raising goats and raising sheep. By the time I read all the pros and cons, it was quite clear that goats were the winner. Interesting. Well, I would, just off the top of my head, I would think there'd be a lot of pros and cons to compare. But maybe what you're saying is, because you could do a lot of the same things with them, like clothing and dinner, and but you're probably right. I'm not gonna question you. I'm sure. Yeah. You looked up the difference between goats and sheep. Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to imagine sheep that Goat Town Living has. Yeah, sheep don't look like the most fun. Goats do have more charm, don't they? Is that what they do? They're kind of jerks. My goatest goat video of all time. Sorry, I'm proud of that stupid title. Alright. Well, let's give a heart. And Renee is watching now, so we're going to skip that one. And there we are to the oldest comment we have at the time from about 2 weeks ago. On also the goatest goat video of all time. And Digital Videotronics International. Look, they've got a badge. What's so great about you? Publicly subscribed for 5 years. That's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Because I feel like I had audience over the years, kind of come and sift through, and I get a few audience, and then I lose them again, and it gets real quiet and lonely around here. Okay, Jerry Clower on the radio. You got it, buddy. It is Jerry Clower. YouTube told me because they didn't like it in my video. And they were kind enough to give me some excellent software in order to extract the Jerry Clower and there's still a little bit that bled through. I do try to be mindful of it. There's a balance between respect for the audience, in my opinion. I mean, I think I should be able to put any music that's playing in a store. I think that should be irrelevant, because no one's coming to my goat video to rip off Jerry Clower. It's just kind of dumb to me. If anything, I guess it kind of worked. I wouldn't mind them saying, "Hey, the music on the store radio is this guy," and put a link to the video or whatever. Just don't take my money from monetization because a little bit of your guy's song was playing on some speaker in the corner of a store I was filming. That, a lot of times the music that's being played in a place is part of the time and aesthetic of the time and place you're filming it. It goes there. It adds to the story what would be playing on the thing, whether it's Johnny Be Good or Jerry Clower or anything else you like. And that's a really cool use of the AI saying, "Hey, we know this is Jerry Clower. If you like what you're hearing," that seems wonderful use of the technology. I just don't like the arbitrary rule of whatever, but it's gotten so much better because YouTube has really gotten good about telling you ahead of time. And look, in this case, it was no big deal. And the way the film was, there wasn't a lot going on anyway. I would have been happy to have muted it and just, and said, "Fine, be silent for 40 seconds. I don't care." But no. And, so any background ASMR noise from the store that's been compressed and interpolated by some software or simulation doesn't really matter for that part of the video. It wasn't trying to be a clean sound recording anyway. In fact, if anything, I would add to the aesthetic. All right, but that puts us at the end, and let's make sure he gets one of these. And I hope you don't quit commenting on my videos just because I do this. Maybe you could just let me know one more time to let me know you don't like it or something. I don't know what to do about this. This is a crazy, kooky idea. All right, and so now we're out of comments and we're all caught up. And I've done worse performances, so I've got that going for me. Let's check over on the stream. It says we have 4 people. And we have some chattings. I think I'm caught up on. Yes, we're all very good. So the only thing left to do, I already asked for people to try to watch stuff so I can stay above 4,000. Oh, I can talk about what I have going on. Oh, that's a fun, exciting thing. So obviously, not that anybody would know, but I've had a very interesting month, and it's thrown me a curveball or two, and so I'm in a mindset of where my time and production line is, and I get kind of lost sometimes on everyone else's concept of my timeline, because I can put out 3 videos in a week and I cannot put out a video for 3 months. You never really know. And I don't need to rehash going on walkabout from the last stream or whatever, but there's the commercial bit has been a bit sidelined for the moment, because sometimes life gets complicated. However, there's some good things to look forward to. I'm looking forward to trying to push out some back materials. It's hot here in St. Louis, and I'm not the best with heat anyway. And I'm looking forward to possibly getting some backlog moved out. I have some very special projects that are very near and dear to my heart that I'm almost kind of holding on to for a bigger audience. Because I've felt I've had some pretty big projects already, and in my world of time concept, something is a major, major deal, and then it goes out on YouTube to a theoretical 4-figure subscriber audience, and sometimes they almost seem to be ignored, impossibly so. When they have half the views of how many people theoretically have "tell me everything this guy ever does" clicked. So I don't know what's up with the answers on that. I'm talking about the click-through rate that people have the, you know, and I get it if you turn it off. You know, if it's just annoying having YouTube notifications all the time. But there's you know, maybe 1 or 2 people that you want to be informed with the notification bell on your mobile device, not just the desktop version. That doesn't really help you. But I guess most people do. They do mobile anyway. I'm the dinosaur, still a desktop fan. Anyways, where was I at? The point is it says something like 82% have that checked, but then it gets 0 click-throughs, which we've discussed this before. It's because they watch it later through another means. But it just, boy, that looks really bad on paper to YouTube, I guess. Yes, I'm having to be deja vu. I feel like I've had this conversation. Well, but I do know the next thing I want to do, and I'm going to start working on it, more or less, after I get off the horn here. And it, I don't know, do I talk about it or not? I don't know. I have a starting point with it, and I have a desire, I have a couple of reasons I want to put the next thing out I'm doing next. Silly, trivial reasons, but I'm starting to get vague. And losing my train of thought. Are we up to 6 viewers at the same time? Hey, who's out there? There's supposed to be 6 of you. I only see 2 of you giving me comments. Or commenting in my chat is what I mean to say. Maybe someone is commenting in the thing too. I think you can do that. I don't get to see that until it's over. So if you're stuck in the regular comment land, I'm sorry, but feel free to chat in the thing. You know, it would be cool to have someone ask me about a video. What's your favorite video? Maybe I can tell you a backstory about it or something. This is like I said, this is my little narcissistic corner. This is where the whole point is to talk about the Dozenspeed channel. The Dozenspeed channel on YouTube. And my adventures, filming, and plans, and plays, and hopes, and dreams. And it feels all very natural or organic or something. Hey, no one's complained about the music being too loud in contrast to me. It sounds like it's kicked off now. I haven't been on that long, have I? There we go. There's some tunes. Okay. Well, perhaps next time, guys. I've had a long week, and I do want to get to this other video. So we'll try this again sometime, and I'm sorry I didn't announce it, anything out of the blue on this. I have had this idea of wanting to have a regular Thursday night live stream. I was just starting a secret plan to do this. I was going to try to do a system. It's been kind of against my nature, and the sort of thing where you're like, oh, I'm going to put out a video on every Sunday or something. I'm so terrified to do that because it's just something will go wrong and that won't happen. But foolishly, I was going to try something similar in that vein again, and it involved a once-a-week live stream on Thursdays to develop some kind of consistency and start somewhere. And I guess I could figure out if Thursday's the best day, and kind of get something going here. I guess I think there's some value here. I hope there is. That's my goal. And yeah. What was I? Oh, I lost my thought. Well, darn it. Well, I was gonna say what I plan on doing. It should be video 350. I like my little milestone sometimes. I'm gonna finally get out some footage of this cabin that they found in De Pere, and those people are kindly waiting to probably see something, and so I need to work on that. And well, I need to work on another thing too, but I think I'll have enough time, and they'll both be fairly simple projects. I have my starting point on what I want to do, and I have a lot of footage of this cabin, and it'd be very complicated to put it together in a story and be cohesive and use every part of the bison type of scenario. So I'm just gonna kind of throw something together that's obviously not going to be a formal documentary, but it will be sort of out of context auxiliary documentary, because that's kind of really probably the best thing to sort of do. Well, I never went to school to make documentaries. I'm sure you can tell. All right, so I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say, and we're just going to take it one video at a time. I don't know what else to do at this point other than just keep going until either the computer breaks or they demonetize me or something. It's a real possibility. It sounds so ridiculous to be scraping so hard after 8 years, but that's the way it is. I gotta intensify my efforts, I guess. Did I mention it's been a really long week? I mean, probably one of the longest in my life, and I don't want to come on here and whine and ramble about my little problems, but I am tired and I am warm, and the air conditioning is off to make this audio sound good, so I'm going to get off here so I can turn my air conditioning on. I love you guys, but I can't I can't sweat away. And that will do it for tonight. Goodbye.